What's up? Today we're going to take a look at Texas's very own Garrison Brothers Bourbon 2019. Let's go take a look. Welcome back to another episode of Bourbon, Barbecue, and Beer. If this is your first episode, welcome. I'm the host, Brad Moody. I'm excited to share this episode with you today. We're going to look at Texas's very own Garrison Brothers Bourbon. This is their 2019 variety. Garrison Brothers has some really cool history behind it. Outside of being Texas's very own, it's the first one outside of Kentucky and Tennessee. I got a little bit more history to share with you here in just a minute, but right now, let's take a field trip over to my father-in-law's and let's get a little tasting of this one. Hey guys, so I'm sitting here. I've got a very special bottle. This is a bottle of Garrison's Brothers. This is their 2019 bottle here. If you're not familiar with Garrison's Brothers, it's a very special brand. So this is actually the first legal bourbon outside of Kentucky and Tennessee ever been awarded, and it was right here in the state of Texas. This is a very proud man, Dan Garrison, who's made this bottle here. They've been active since 2006. They actually had some production issues to start. Their first batch they tried to get through the warehouse didn't work at all. They actually ended up blowing out all the barrels because of the extreme heat here in Texas. So what ended up happening is they had to go out and get their own custom barrels made that now are able to withstand the heat, and so we get these great bottles now out here in Texas. This particular one was actually rated in Jim Murray's whiskey Bible and has a rating of 96.5, which is extremely high. Puts it up there with any other bourbon that you can find in the market. Another thing that really makes this special is that it's a straight bourbon. So straight bourbons means that it's not blended with any other bourbons or whiskeys or other alcohols or anything else. Straight means that they can blend through other barrels, but they don't blend with any other whiskeys outside of the Garrison Brothers brand. Now they do offer single barrels. Those are a little bit more expensive. They also have a cowboy cut, which is the most sought after one, which runs about $200 plus a bottle if you can actually find it, but it's extremely hard to find. So this is a very special brand right here that has a very special flavor. So with Garrison's Brothers, before we get into the tasting, they've got really cool bottles. And if you ever go out there, they actually hand bottle all of these. They distill it, they bottle it, they barrel it. Everything is right there on site in Hyde, Texas, which is just outside of Austin as you're heading in. So you can see on the side here, right, they talk about all that. They cook it, they distill it, they bottle it, they barrel it, all right there. Another cool part, it's kind of like Blanton's, right? Everybody kind of got fascinated with Blanton's when they started putting out all their facts, and they're doing the same thing here with their bottles. And so this is the #1 Panhandle White corn variety, which makes up the bulk of the mash for this one. It was harvested in 2013 in Dallam County, and then it was actually distilled and barreled in 2014, got a release date of 2019, and this is bottle number 49,330. Another interesting fact about this is that this is 94 proof, which seems kind of weird, except for the fact that they've actually made this for you to actually put 1 or 2 pieces of ice in it, or just a cap full of water, and it does really open up the flavors if you add in just a little bit, and that brings it back down to that 90 proof, which is about standard for most bourbons as we see them across the markets. So looking at the color, I mean, it's everything that you want in a bourbon. I mean, it is a perfect amber color, just runs down the glass. I mean, the legs on this, I hope you can see the legs that are on this right here. It's just perfect. And smelling this particular year, there's a little bit of corn, but man, I'm really punched with coconut. on the palate, it's immediate pepper. You get an immediate pepper tone that fades back and really lets those caramel, butterscotch, sweet corn flavors shine through. But that pepper hits you real quick and fades fast. So it's actually a very almost reverse finish of what you would normally expect whenever you're drinking a bourbon. Usually you get that sweetness up front, but this one, the sweetness is on the finish. In the beginning, it's very peppery. And it is very pepper. It's not a cinnamon or another harsher spice. It's very much like a black pepper. Yeah, very immediate in the front, fades to oak, and then you get those sweet notes of caramel. I would say butterscotch as well. Man, that's a great finish. I love this one. It is expensive. They are selling it outside of Texas. At first, Dan was not going to sell it outside of Texas. That was not part of his plan, but I think the demand for this has just gotten so out of hand that he had no choice. Like, he had to start selling it outside of the state of Texas. So you'll probably be able to find it in your local market. You're just gonna have to look and ask your local distributor if they have it in their stores, or if they know how to get it and can get you a bottle of it. It's definitely worth the inquiry. This is a fine bottle of bourbon. This isn't one that you're just gonna break out and drink or eat with anybody. I think this is very much special occasions. I wouldn't exactly serve this to a new beginner. I think that peppery taste and beginning of that may scare them off a little bit. I would save this for people who you already know enjoy it neat, or with just a little bit of water, maybe 1 or 2 pieces of ice. Again, it is designed to be drank that way. So they don't have to be a neat drinker, but somebody who's not, this isn't for mixing. You don't mix this, right? This is running $85 to $90 a bottle. You want to make sure that they're going to enjoy this and that it is a special occasion, at least for me, is how I view this bourbon. But it's definitely outstanding, and everything about this is absolutely first class. So if you haven't, go out, get you a bottle, and enjoy one soon. All right, guys. Thanks for joining me here on this one. I hope you enjoyed the tasting of Garrison Brothers. Man, it's just one of the best ones that I've had. It's super expensive, but there's so many neat little nuances about it. From the wax bottle to the hide that they actually have that you tear off around the bottle. So many cool little aspects that they do that really makes that bottle special, man. I hope you go out and get one and share one with your loved ones soon. So, question of the day. What's your favorite bourbon for celebration purposes? This is definitely up there on my list. What's on yours? Leave that in the comments below. If you haven't already, hit that like button if you're feeling Garrison's and you're gonna give that a try. Also hit that subscribe button if you wanna see more videos like that, and definitely hit that bell so that way you get notifications whenever I drop a new video. Can't wait to see you guys next time.